Good morning. I want to talk today about immigration, an issue that is close to my family and to me. I am the grandson of two young Germans who fled Nazi Germany to escape Hitler's wrath. I am proud to be a grandson of immigrants, and I am proud to live in a city that warmly welcomes refugees and other immigrants. As your mayor, I'm committed to supporting our immigrant community. They are an integral part of Louisville's amazing fabric, enriching our city with diverse cultures, traditions, and perspectives. They are our neighbors, classmates of our children, entrepreneurs, work colleagues, and our friends. As your mayor, I am also committed to improving public safety and protecting our entire community. These values have guided me as I responded to a recent letter the city received from the United States Department of Justice. In early June, the Trump administration published a list of sanctuary cities. Louisville was on that list. We've all seen what the federal government is doing in sanctuary cities recently, including mass raids and sending in the National Guard. On June 25th, I received a letter from the U.S. Assistant Attorney General of the Department of Justice's Civil Division. The letter stated that the Trump administration deemed Louisville to be a sanctuary city because we are in violation of federal law for not holding inmates in custody at our jail for up to 48 hours on what are called immigration detainers. A detainer is a federal document that asks a jail to hold a specific inmate who is already in custody for a crime and is also unlawfully present in the United States, to hold that individual for extra time to allow the federal government to take custody of that inmate. I want to make clear, this issue has nothing to do with regards to LMPD policy or practice. LMPD is not involved in enforcing federal immigration policy. This is only about inmates who are arrested for crimes, are booked in our jail, and are subject to deportation notices. Our police department will remain focused on public safety and preventing violent crime in Louisville. The Assistant Attorney General also stated that Louisville's current practice violates federal law. And when federal law conflicts with state or local laws, federal law governs. The federal government's 48-hour detainer is standard practice for the state of Kentucky's Corrections Department. It was also standard practice for the Louisville Department of Corrections until 2017. We are currently the only city in Kentucky that does not follow this practice. Now, when any inmate is booked into our jail, they are fingerprinted and entered into a federal database to which the United States Department of Homeland Security has access. This has been the practice for years, well before I was elected mayor. If Homeland Security tells Metro Corrections that an inmate has a detainer, Metro Corrections notifies DHS when the inmate will be released. Right now, Metro Corrections provides that notice to DHS about 5 to 12 hours before the inmate is released. Prior to 2017, DHS received 48 hours notice. I've been assured by the United States Department of Justice that if we reinstate the 48-hour detainers for inmates who've been arrested for crimes, Louisville will be taken off the federal sanctuary city list. Accordingly, Metro Corrections will begin honoring the 48-hour federal detainers as soon as practical because the stakes are too high. In turn, Louisville will no longer be considered a sanctuary city by the federal government. This change in designation is critical. Cities on the sanctuary cities list right now are experiencing a terrifying increase in raids by ICE, including mass raids. Just look at what's gone on in LA and other cities across the country. I've spoken with leaders of our immigrant community before I made this decision. I heard their fears loud and clear about current federal policies and current ICE actions. I also heard that they want Louisville off of the sanctuary city list. This change removes Louisville from that list. From the data I've reviewed, we're talking about under 100 inmates at our jail each year who are charged with crimes and affected by detainers. We have tens of thousands of immigrant families in Louisville. We do not want to see highly coordinated and often violent federal enforcement action here, especially in workplaces, residential areas, schools, places of worship, parks, and other areas where law-abiding people gather. We do not want the National Guard occupying the streets of Louisville. I will not risk the safety of our broader immigrant community. In addition, Louisville stands to lose hundreds of millions of dollars in federal grants if we remain classified as a sanctuary city. Many of those funds are used to provide food, rental assistance, and medical care for our most vulnerable residents. I will not risk hurting them either. I believe we will best protect our law-abiding immigrant community and our entire city by focusing the Trump administration's immigration enforcement actions on the few inmates in our jail who have been arrested for committing crimes and are subject to deportation. I know these are uneasy times. As your mayor, I pledge to continue to work together to protect our entire community, to listen, and to navigate our city's best path forward, regardless of what decisions are made in Washington. Thank you.